Hello everyone, my name is Atmos and welcome back to the news! AMX AC 48 update. This tank is shit! I'm sorry, it's only a tiny bit shit, but it's still shit nonetheless. Oh, good hit. I still don't have 6 cents. It's on 98% or something. But holy shit, it's frustrating to play this tank. It is really frustrating to play this tank. If you are in any sort of late game position where you have to like use a ridgeline, your view range finder and like that shitty cupola are just so incredibly big. The enemy will not miss. So you're losing health without you being able to damage anyone. Oh god, thanks RNG. Is that where I aimed it? Does that look where I aimed it? Not really, is it? And that is frustrating. Now that I've unlocked the 120mm gun on this tank, I do actually hope to have a better time. With 300 alpha, it still felt like I was doing 240, like I was doing with the 90mm DCA 45, I think. I think like 2/3 of all the tanks in the French tech tree have that particular gun, the 90mm DC 45. Incredibly well-known gun for the French, but it's a bit shit. The enemy is playing this rather well. Like, I need to make sure that my OHO stays safe. The reload for 400 alpha, thinking about it, is actually pretty good. Like I said, I don't have 6 cents, so I've got no idea if I've been spotted now. But if I can keep this OHO safe, and we have a good chance that we might actually come out of this alive. This flank. Also we have a 252U on the other side, like there to the right, Argon. So that's pretty cool. No, I have been told that, you know, the aim time on this tank is somewhat long. So I've equipped not first step, what's the other? Gun laying drive to make sure that that counters it a bit. These guys are so careful. Ah, good angle. But sadly enough, the OHO died because I'm talking and not playing. Die all morons. I agree, OHO. I tried, man. I tried. And this, I've noticed that this tank is anything but a late game I have to play now kind of tank. This is all about sitting in the back. It's like a shit STRV, right? But the STRV, you go into siege mode, bam, you're aimed. With this tank, you stop driving, aim for about literally 4 seconds, and then you can fire. The STRV is like you go into siege mode, bam, aimed. The problem is people keep saying to me that the FOSH will be better as well, and I will believe them. I do want to believe them. Except for the FOSH also has these giant view rangefinder and cupola thing. Because like right now I'm not getting anything done. Oh god, come on. Like that was pretty much 60% in the Sturdy Mill there, but I guess it wasn't. I've struggled to play this tank. Not just because it has like, the DPM is decent. It just doesn't feel like a nice tank. It really doesn't. Sometimes tanks will bounce off your frontal armor like it's impenetrable. And at other times you cannot bounce a shot from a tier 6 tank. I don't really understand what's the deal. Like the French had a terrible design here going on. It's an incredibly big target on the side. The front is not that well armored as you might hope it would be. I actually don't know what the French were thinking when they designed this. Oh, you're firing high explosive low. That's good news for me. Don't tell me you're actually aimed this way. Oh yeah, sure, nice. You're aimed this way. No, this is gonna be an incredibly long, painful grind towards the FOSH. 179,000 experience long, painful grind. And I'm not looking forward to it at all. I do expect to have the FOSH within 3 or 4 days. I don't really care about stats anymore. I don't really care if I have 2000 or 1800 WNA. I just want to like have the tanks that I want to have, and getting there is just is so incredibly painful. Was that not a shot that should have hit? Was that not? Also, this tank has 6 degrees of gun depression. But I believe that feels like a lie as... Wow, okay. Wow, okay. That is somewhat new. I actually rolled really high to kill him there. That is surprising. Oh, I want to move, but this stir the mill is just a pain in my butt. Also, I don't know where the T-29 went. See, this is what I mean. I don't have a shot on him, and he can see that machine gun turret. It's just so incredibly frustrating to play this tank that at this point, I'm not even sure if it's worth to get like the Foch 155, because I'll have to deal with this with the Foch for a 290,000 experience. That was RNG. I'm not even sure if I can pen it with high explosive. I'm just loading it because I can. If I can get more damage out of this game, then I would be happy to do so. But he's literally, look, he's just gonna wait for me till I poke. Because he knows that, like, I cannot, you know, just end me then. I don't care. I don't care. This tank is so incredibly shit. I actually don't want to play this tank anymore. I mean, I do have a 63% win rate in it, but it's just so incredibly shit. The frontal armor seems to be a lie. The side armor is just shit. It had a buff by now and stuff, and like it has an autoloader, I believe. But before the patch, this tank is so shit. And there was no reason to play these tanks. There's literally no reason. The tier 8 is... Alright. The tier 4 is shit. The tier 5 is fun because you fight premium and do more alpha. The tier 6 is shit. The tier 7 is shit. The tier 8 is shit. The tier 9 is shit. And the tier 10, the Foch 155, is shit. Wargaming knows this, so they finally buffed it. For me, it's of course before the patch, but I'm pretty sure that by now the patch has happened. Usually I will have fun grinding a tank. For example, the Emil 2. That's not a bad tank, but even stock grinding that tank, I had fun. The T-150, not a good tank, but even stock, I had fun playing that tank. And then you come across some real shitters. Like, for example, the A44. I know, it's been a while. But stock, that tank was better than fully upgraded. And stock, I didn't mind it, but fully upgraded it, I hated. Every single millisecond I had to play in that tank. Also, it feels like I finally have my 300 alpha from like the 100mm gun. Except for that I'm supposed to do 400 alpha. Like last game, 477 kill. That was pretty cool. And yeah, like I know what you're saying. I'm supposed to play this tank like a sneaky... Is anyone surprised? Like a sneaky tank destroyer. Where in this map can I be a sneaky tank destroyer? Literally. The maps are so designed that you cannot be a sneaky tank destroyer anymore. Unless you're playing on Prokhorovka or even Malinovka. I could be sitting in H8 like the Judas is. And not do anything with my tank. But that's not fun for a video. Here's the thing, if I go around that corner, I will die. Because I will be the first one to go around the corner in a tier 8 tank destroyer in a tier 10 game. This I7 is supposed to take point and he's finally actually doing it as well. He finally realized that he's the one that has to go first. But it's cool because like, okay, I have no turret, right? So I have to expose my entire tank like this. Because I can't side scrape. Worth. I would not be surprised if this VK ends up just shooting me because I'm such a welcoming target to shit on. Because like, look at this silhouette. It's massive. It's just a huge tank. Could I have snapshotted that shot? Oh, hell yeah, I could have done that. Will it have hit? Hell no, it would not have hit. Would have done quite the opposite. Would have probably hit one of my own tanks at this rate. Yay, now you're gonna shoot me, aren't you? I'm pretty sure it's gonna... There it is! Shoot at the tier 8. Shoot at the tier 8. Shoot at the tier 8, because that's the easiest target. Oh wait, I was surrounded by tier 8s. Then shoot me. Literally cry throughout this entire grind. And sell this tank, as there's no tomorrow when I finally get there. If the FOSH wasn't going to get changed in 9.20, I would still ignore this entire line as if it was on fire. There's nothing good about this tank. It's just literally nothing. The alpha. Again. But this time I don't even have a turret like on the A44. I just have 3 massive weak spots on top instead of 1. Will he get the last kill? He will. Good job, Dubstep. So there you go. The AC-48 being the most useless tier 8 tank destroyer. Maybe after the patch it won't be. But until then, I need just more free experience.